Sudden wind picked right up there. A considerable headwind hindering progress. This whole area here is down on my map as Cookson's Plantation. This part of the Lancaster is a lot wilder and greener than I remember it. It was 9 years ago, and there weren't all these reeds, these wild reed beds that have been planted. Great for wildlife, but narrow the canal down considerably. I've just checked my emails and I've received a notification for towpath closure on the Lancaster Canal. Not for this section where I'm going, but at the Loon Aqueduct, which is way north, back up the canal, past Lancaster. It says towpath closed, normally, fair enough, but this is due to a sinkhole at the aqueduct, it says. It doesn't say on the aqueduct, it says at the aqueduct. Now, normally, that wouldn't be a problem. They'll fill it in, concrete or whatever, and sort it. But if it's on the aqueduct itself, and being comfortably familiar with bridge construction, the towpath will be part of the structure of the bridge. In that case, it'll be sandstone blocks alongside the actual canal part itself, and footpath, tarmac, so on, put on top of that. So how is there a sinkhole developing there? For a sinkhole to develop at that spot, the actual sandstone itself would have had to fall away or been eroded. So yeah, got me thinking a bit. So surely it must be before or after the aqueduct itself. Talking of bridge construction, I'm now approaching a bridge which was in the process of being built when I came up from the Ribble Link back in 2019. At that point they were just building the actual stanchions of the bridge legs, so to speak. Of course, 9 years later, even by British engineering standards such as HS2, it's actually finished. This new road has the delightful name of Edith Rigby Way. Bridge 21 and 2 miles to the Ribble Junction. Interesting choice to leave the steelwork unpainted and just allow it to do its own thing and oxidise. In a strange way, it does sort of blend in and it's less obnoxious. Bridge 19 and about 1.5 miles to the Ribble Link junction. The inescapable march of new build. There was a question which Lisa wanted to ask during the Hot Wings challenge, but forgot. And it's one that I've been wanting to address for some time. That is, was there a point recently when I decided to stop continuous cruising? Was there a turning point? When I no longer wanted a continuous cruise. And yes, it was the last 10 miles of the Oxford Canal in season 10. And this feeling grew stronger and stronger as I realised the canal's coming to the end, and there's only one way to go. Well, there's two ways. The one way is to drop down onto the Thames, go all the way along there to the Kennet and Avon, and then along the Kennet and Avon to Bristol. Now the K&A is 110 miles long. It's locks. I'd be on my own. Each lock has a side feed, a strong side stream, which would make mooring up at each tying up spot extremely difficult on my own. There's the Cairnhill flight. I would get to the end of the K&A and there's nowhere to go. Yes, of course, there's the Bristol Channel and the River Severn, but I'm not daft. I used to live down that way. It's the second highest fall and rise in the world. So there I am. I get to the end of the Oxford, season 10. It's not the most welcoming place. Winter is on its way, and I then have a problem of, right, where am I going to moor up for extended periods of time to do editing, because I needed to edit season 10. You've got 2 days at Oxford. The visitor moorings there are, well, they're non-existent. It's a joke, really. So I decided I didn't want to go stopping on the K&A. I decided I'd done it all. I'd done everything to do with continuous cruising and travelling canals. I haven't done every canal. I'd done it all, and I thought, why am I doing it? I don't need to do it. I was tired of just constantly moving about. I wanted to feel like I had a base of some description, and I really, really love Garstang. The point I want to stress is that I didn't decide to stop continuous cruising because I met Lisa. I decided to do that about 1.5 years beforehand. Now approximately 1 mile to the Ribble Link junction. I must say the swans are doing extremely well this year. Lots of large clutches. Is it clutches? Litters? Plenty of offspring. The canal steadily becomes more urban. Oh, I don't remember this visitor mooring being here. Bridge 17, and the link is quite literally less than half a mile. Hard to believe we're actually getting right into Preston now. Preston is a city I know quite well. I go there regularly. There's a good Superbike Superstore clothing place, as well as the Asia Continental Superstore, which I showed in the Hot Wings Challenge. Just on this upcoming bend ahead will be the Ribble Link junction. I've checked the schedule for crossings of the Ribble Link and there's nothing on for today. So I'm anticipating that the basin might be fairly empty and I could stop there for a few minutes and have a look around and reminisce. Of course, if it's full, then I'll just have to turn around and leave, and that'll be it. Makes you wonder why you get fabulous days like this and nobody's out on their boats. Oh well, hands free. We're about to enter. A lot tighter than I remember. It's a little bit weedy, hindering progress. Wow. Well, the water level's good, so I'm not dragging the bottom unless it's really rammed with silt. Let's tie up over here then. It says Ribble Link mooring only, but nobody's going over. I shouldn't imagine CRT would mind. No swimming, danger of drowning. I wonder why they felt it necessary to put the two together. I mean, it's water and swimming. There is a danger of drowning. Okay. Back in 2019, I turned into that little basin down there and reversed into the lock. First time I've ever reversed into a lock. And then up the flight and onto the Lancaster Canal. That's it for now. Don't forget, as I say, in about 3 weeks' time, Lisa and I will be setting off on the road trip, and we plan to spend about 4 weeks or so travelling around the gorgeous parts of England. I'll be putting shorts up throughout the trip. I'll stress now, no, those are not the road trip, they're just shorts, little postcards, and to give you a flavour of what the road trip's all about. Until then, take care of yourself, and cheers for now. I'm sorry I didn't get your name, sir, but a viewer on a boat moored up, he has chickens. He just shouted out eggs, and I went, yeah. So I've got 8 completely free range eggs of all varying sizes. Thank you.